My name is Bill Elvin. I'm the Director of Enterprise Architecture and Information Security for QC Holdings. We are a small to mid-size financial services company that operates in the United States and in Canada. We are trying to focus our attention on building a secure infrastructure for our entire organization and for our customers. So having 250 locations across the US, along with our Canadian store locations and our Azure tenant, all in scope, along with our headquarters. We have lots of sources of data that have to be collected and managed and monitored for potential problems. We've leveraged Sentinel to gather all of that information, and we work directly with eSentire to collect information from all of the endpoints as well as all of our edge firewalls to bring all of the data about security events into one place. And then they monitor and manage that information for us. They also have the ability to step in and quarantine specific devices within our environment. We need individuals that have a breadth of knowledge as well as a depth of knowledge to be able to support the organization's goals. So strategically, we knew that we needed to have an MDR provider simply based on the size of our team, coupled with the need to monitor, manage, and respond in real time when incidents would occur. We needed to get 24/7 coverage as part of our CIS alignment. Once we chose eSentire, to onboard was straightforward and simple. We have a significant investment with Microsoft, and having to spin up an additional SIM or some other storage repository and then sending out all of that security data outside of my environment was always one of the things that worried me about my relationship with our previous MDR provider. One of the things that eSentire does really well is they work within the information that's already within your systems from inside of your systems. They help support us in identifying what information needed to be loaded within our SIM so that it could be processed. And they just have access to get in and do what they need to do, as well as, keep us informed about our existing environment without additional infrastructure. One of the big things that we looked for when we chose eSentire was a partner that we could rely on to essentially become an extension of our team. Having such a small security staff, we can't have this big separation between what the SOC knows and what we know. And so that continuous feedback loop that was established was a critical success point. With eSentire, we simply have to make a phone call and I can get the SOC engineer on the phone to describe exactly what they saw, where it came from, who was involved, why they determined it was a problem, and even suggestions about what we should do. Our CSM ensures that we stay in touch regularly. We get weekly feedback on general process things. We get quarterly business reviews that actually delve into what's the business value that eSentire brings to our organization. So it makes the sales job with the executives much easier every year to be able to go back and justify why do we spend what we spend on MDR. The ability to achieve the protection we want, the security posture we want, is impossible internal without staffing up significantly. We can't actually get where we need to go, and eSentire and MDR provides us the ability to do that by outsourcing that portion of monitoring, as well as being able to give instantaneous response when threats do inevitably emerge. When you've got downtime where you don't have enough staff to cover your entire environment and monitor 24/7, how do you sleep knowing that that inevitable problem is going to happen, and it's never going to happen when it's convenient? What MDR and eSentire helped me accomplish is being able to sleep.